Before this story, I had no idea how big internet shopping was, but I've spent the last week talking to e-tailers, as they're known, whose businesses, even in these difficult times, are doubling in size every year. Meanwhile, traditional retailers are facing their biggest crisis since the Great Depression. So why are more and more people choosing the online option? Well, there are some compelling reasons. There's a bigger range of goods out there in cyberspace. It's open 24/7, there's no waiting in queues, and although sometimes it's cheaper, it seems that what the customer is really going for is ease and convenience. No matter where in the world you order from, within 48 hours you get the thrill and excitement of opening a present from yourself. Oh, that's terrific. From the net?
From the net.
And there's more.
And there's
Let's
more.
see it. I'm here for a privileged glimpse of what the art of shopping increasingly looks like in the 21st century. Where's this from?
From the net.
Net-a-Porter. This is great because if it isn't the right size, and some of them do vary.
Great, Joe. It's a bit short, isn't it?
It's for my skinny
Behave
day.
like you. You never need to leave home except to wear it. But there's more over here.
There's more everywhere. This
There
is
is
a great
so
piece.
much.
I know.
You can even shop in your pyjamas if you want. Not that one of Sydney's top fashion stylists, Joe Ferguson, would ever do that.
This is probably more of a work look for me.
Online?
Online.
No wonder internet shopping is embraced by women everywhere. The latest in international fashion, straight to your door, and thanks to the booming Aussie dollar, at half the old price, which in Joe's case is just as well. How much is that, by the way? We haven't talked prices.
I think this was around about $7,000 or $8,000.
Ooh, it's a big business.
It's a big business.
You guys are up with everything now?
A big business which is now being blamed for the worst crisis to hit traditional retailers in more than 50 years. Stores are closing all across the country and consumers have just stopped spending. But not consumers like Joe. Not when all you have to do is click on your favourite e-tailer, which in Joe's case is luxury fashion site Net-a-Porter. Choose what you want, say a bag,
Oh, that's great. It's exactly what I was looking for.
and before you can say I'll take it, your credit card details are on their way. And here, seconds later, on the other side of the world, is where Joe's order arrives. Where are the people? Where are the staff? Where are the checkout chicks? Here in the cyber world, it might look empty and deserted, but this is Net-a-Porter's warehouse in London. And here they get more than 3 million visitors, as they call them in the cyber world, every month. Joe was one of them. And what Joe was looking for was a handbag, and here it is here. Mark by Marc Jacobs, the designer label in a striking fuchsia colour, for which Joe will pay $240. Now that's the same price that she would pay in Australia. So as a mere bloke, I ask, why buy it on the internet? I mean, where's the shopping experience?
Well, I think it's like giving a present to yourself, and the excitement of the doorbell ringing and a box arriving and something beautiful in it that you feel like you've treated yourself.
And what makes her customers happy makes Net-a-Porter owner Natalie Massenet happy.
Here we're photographing all the product that goes live on the site,
And very rich.
and then the customer can then go on and click and buy what that model is wearing, head to toe.
Natalie started out as a fashion journo with a dream to be a magazine editor. Now she has her own online magazine and e-tail store, not just telling women what's in style, but selling it to them at the same time.
What we've done is we've made the excitement and the selling all happen in one location.
That's brilliant.
It's
clever.
It's fun.
Natalie's transformed a business she started in her basement 10 years ago to a company employing more than 1,000 people and worth $500 million and growing.
You know, we get 3,000 job applications a week. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, no, it doesn't surprise me because until I did the story, I'd never heard of it, but my kids knew all about it.
Right.
And all the girls in the office know all about it. Now, my own abiding image of shopping, the first I can remember as a kid, was Audrey Hepburn in Breakfast at Tiffany's. It was the early 60s and the high watermark of that American gift to the world, the department store. Turns out it's Natalie's favourite movie too.
The moment where she is looking in the window with her coffee cup and a bagel. You could switch that today to Audrey standing in front of her computer screen with her coffee cup and a bagel. I think shopping on Net-a-Porter is very Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Big question is, how do I know this thing will fit?
If it doesn't fit, we pick it up from you, no questions asked, and returns are free, and you don't have to go to the post office. You just close up your box and ding dong, somebody comes and gets it from you. You know, that's pretty good service.
Meanwhile, Joe's bag of many colours is beginning its long journey. So the last part of the process this end is simply to hand the package to my stylish Gucci-clad driver and to hope that two things happen. One, that it gets there on time, and two, that Joe is happy. It is indeed a brave new world, but not everyone likes it.
The big difference here is the softness and the feel of the
And I can't do this on the internet, can I?
You can't do this on the internet.
David Mendels is old style. He's been in the rag trade for 50 years and can't understand how people can buy stuff that they can't see and touch.
Isn't it nice to be able to walk into a store, you know, pick up a pair of trousers or a pair of jeans, try them on, know they feel good, know they're the right size?
Or alternatively, the delivery man comes up with your parcel, knocks on the door, and you open it up.
And guess what? It's the wrong size.
We send it back.
That's right. But you haven't got it to wear out that night.
You love this business, don't you?
I love it. I love it to death.
As owner of International Fashion Group, David's one of the Australian retailers who's been fighting to have the goods and services tax put on everything bought online from overseas so that businesses like his can compete. It's only fair, he reckons, and he might have a point.
We want to see at least the people who can buy online for up to $1,000 pay duty and GST, as they do in every other country.
So what's the worst that can happen?
Well, we're going to see thousands and thousands of jobs lost, this is for sure.
Unfortunately for David Mendels and all the other cranky Australian retailers, the argument's pretty much settled by this bloke. The courier, who's turned up at Joe's place in Sydney only 48 hours after she ordered from London.
Hey, delivery for you.
Oh, great. Thank you very much.
Easily beating me back to Australia and delivering Joe her shopping fix.
Oh, wow, I love it. My friend will die. It's fabulous.
Now, many Australian retailers are deciding if you can't beat them, join them.
How's this pile down here for you?
Caroline Price and Moira Rogers have spent 4 years building up their boutique jewellery business, Glitzen, in Melbourne. It's a wonderful little shop just around the corner from great bookshops and Melbourne's espresso icon, Pellegrini's. This area is my idea of a real shopping experience. But the sad reality is, it's not enough.
We are closing and we're going online. This is
Yeah, the business is still going forward, but yeah, the physical doors are closing, so.
Will you still get to wear the Sergeant Pepper gear online?
I hope so.
Or we can wear our pyjamas.
You can stay home. Now the girls are closing down. Not their whole business, they're quick to point out, just the shop. I don't know if I like this brave new
No,
world.
I know. Well, look, I'm sort of with you, but I'll still shop, but I still love the idea of lying in bed in my pyjamas, watching Magnum PI and selling things online.
Well, this is great for you. I'm not sure it's so good for me.
Well, I've never seen you in here, Charles.
No, that's true.
And there's the rub. We may say we like the experience of nice little boutique shops like this, but we're actually deserting them in droves. Is it any wonder Caroline and Moira are packing up when the rest of us are spending $15 billion a year online?
So why would you live and work in the city when you can be here?
That's the benefit
Absolutely.
of online.
And when you see how the boys from surfstitch.com live and work, you wonder why anyone would want to spend their days selling stuff the old way.
You see the whales going past?
Every morning.
It does seem a bit dull when you can do it from your front porch in Byron Bay.
Let's go hit it. About time we had a paddle? Yeah.
Justin Cameron and Lex Pedersen started selling surf gear online from a shed in their Sydney backyard just a few years ago.
We had an old shabby laptop and we gave eBay a go. We had board shorts and a few t-shirts, and within a week we'd sold out of our entire stock.
So you were a couple of would-be surfer bums who wanted a nice paying hobby.
Yeah, I mean, I think what we wanted to do was actually go and start a surf shop, but we didn't have the money to do that.
Right. Now the business is worth $30 million a year and doubling every year. And they've recently moved the whole thing, including nearly 100 staff, to a brand new warehouse on the Gold Coast.
4,000 square metres.
4,000 square metres?
Bit of a change from my backyard shed
3 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a pretty phenomenal change
Look
for
at
us.
that.
Let's go, mate.
Here we go.
Let's go surfing now. Everybody's learning how. Come on a safari with me.
So while the boys head off to find some waves, I'm going to do some surfing of my own. Trout fishing gear at half the price I pay in town. This is a wave I need to catch. Those waders are a bargain. And that nice 8-weight Loomis rod. Oh, should I? Go on. It's only a click away.
Let's go surfing now. Everybody's learning how. Come on a safari with me.
So, will the high street of the future become deserted? Queen of online shopping doesn't think so.
The high street will be populated by beautiful stores that pay a lot of attention to their customers, and in the end, that's a great thing for the customer.
It's the oldest wisdom of the marketplace. When the world changes, the smart money changes with it. And so, as the tired old tide of retailing ebbs away, these girls are getting with the flow of the bold new tide of e-tailing.
Ooh, drifters off to see the world, Moon River and me.
Hello, I'm Charles Woolley. Thanks for watching. To keep up with the latest from 60 Minutes Australia, make sure you subscribe to our channel. You can also download the 9Now app for full episodes and other exclusive 60 Minutes content.